G'day, Steve here, Woodworking Masterclass, and I'm following on from a stream that I did recently where I joined all these strips together because I'd made a mistake in this harp here. I got a little bit overzealous and sanded through the veneer that this harlequin pattern was done with. So in order to fix that, it's going to be too hard to actually replace those diamonds. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to make one big diamond out of, I haven't decided if I'm going to be diamonds or squares yet, but it'll be a pattern of the same colours and it'll fit right in there. And that's what I started with this. And so what I've got to do now is cut it in half, and I'll remove one coloured strip. So if we get close in half, that's 25, or that'll be about there. So I'm just going to cut this across there, like that, and pick this bit of tape up here, and I'm going to cut this outside purple strip and then join it up against that one. That way we'll have a nice block to work with. So just gently cut down that glue line. There we go, that one's gone. Now if I can, I'll peel this contact paper I'm using. Peel that off, we don't need that bit. Now I'm going to glue this piece next to this piece, like that. Put a bit of glue on a block, like this, and just put that next to there. And we'll just give that a little while to dry, and then I'll cut it into strips again, and we'll go to the next part of making this feature out of a mistake. Okay, so a period of time has elapsed and that's nice and glued. There we have it. Now what I have to do, if I can get that off there, that'd be excellent. And that's what we've got. Get a straight edge again. For that I'm going to use a square and just clean up one edge. Just gently cut along here. Look out on this last one that you don't pull it out, so maybe it's an idea if you can. Cut this one first and then you can go through and you won't tear out that last line. Which isn't the end of the world, but if you can do it without doing it, do it. Now these are the same blocks I used to get these strips here. So I want to have squares, so I'm going to use them again. Move them in. Put my straight edge against them. And again, careful not to tear out this end piece. So I would do the end bit first. That's where your pressure is going to be. And then continue through. Just gently, it's not a race, you don't have to do it all in one hit. That's broken because the glue wasn't obviously strong enough, but that's fine, we can live with that. What I'll do is cut another piece off of this that we can use as before to hold it all down. This is just ordinary contact paper. So that's the start of the checkerboard pattern. Just continue to do that. And the last little bit just down here. And there it is. All right, to bring you up to speed with what I've done, I actually took a tracing of this part here and then transferred it over to the square we've got there, and I've cut it out, so now I have the diamond I want here, which will ultimately fit and be inserted where I've sanded through there. So what I've got to do now is sticky tape this in place. I've got exactly where I want it to go and hold it in place. And then with a really sharp knife, I'm going to cut around the outside. I'm not going to cut here where I'm in solid timber on both these sides. I'm just going to draw where I can see in the veneer. It's no race, you just got to take your time. And the reason I'm not cutting down where the solid edge is because I don't exactly know where it goes, because I've veneered through it, so I'm going to fix that up later on. So now I've cut out the triangle in the veneer there. Just going to get a router and clean that area out.